So we
You look
have
good,
a
Greg.
80-year-old gentleman with
Okay.
NYHA class
Let's
3
go for the
symptoms.
transeptal.
He has a
Okay.
past medical history of hypertension, paroxysmal atrial fibrillation, COPD. He has a remote history of endocarditis and spinal stenosis with chronic back pain issues and a history of DVT. So he has symptoms of orthopnea. He's also been
I
sleeping
need
in
the
a
transeptal
recliner
view.
chair, not
Sorry, one
just
second.
due to orthopnea, but also due to his chronic back pain. On echo, he had normal LV function. He's got severe MR, moderate to severe TR, moderate aortic insufficiency. His right ventricular systolic pressure was 57. He had an angiogram done recently that showed no obstructive disease. His STS predicted surgical
Okay, low
mortality score for
and
mitral
posterior.
valve
Okay,
repair
I'm
was
gonna check height.
2% and 3% for
Are we
mitral
too
valve
low?
No, I
replacement.
don't think so.
And so this is his transthoracic echo, which was done on April 18th. As I said, he has normal EF, and you can see the posterior leaflet prolapse here and a severe MR. Now I'm going to go to Dr. Gobriel, who's going to present the TE images from today.
I see you at there. You're in the SVC.
Yeah. And I'm trying to come as
Thick,
posterior as possible.
still in the thick part of the septum. Just slides a little bit.
So he's measuring the distance from the puncture site to the valve, and we can see it's about 4.7, which is adequate. This is really good.
Okay, so now we cross at 0 degrees.
So we've advanced the needle and the dilator inside.
Yeah, you didn't have to use Bovie, huh?
No, it just went in
Yeah,
very
yeah,
easily.
yeah. It was a sign that it was a thin part of the septum there, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Obvious there what the pathology is, a posterior flail. It looks to be the P2 segment, and it extends pretty laterally. A very anteriorly directed jet there. Again, there it is in 2D. I previously looked to see what his mitral commissural view would be. And it's closer to, well, actually now it's changed, of course, so that looks like a commissural view. Because it's so eccentric, you don't really see kind of where the jet is originating, but now if we kind of X-plane from here, you can show, we'll show our grasping view here, and you see the large Pisa jet underneath in the long axis view. And there you see a large P2 flail with a couple of torn cords there. I'm going to set home here so that instead of having to make that adjustment next time, it automatically goes to this view.
It's really
All
good
right.
pathology. What was the pulmonary veins like?
Blunted on both sides. And so if I move this red plane
Yes, that's great.
laterally, you
So
can
we
see
can
it in the
just keep
bottom left
full
image.
pressure.
That's kind of where, well, if we go right into the middle of our pathology, I can see it here and there, and I think that's where we're going to target our first clip. Because of the width of the clip, or width of the prolapse, we're thinking an XTW. We have plenty of leaflet on both sides to grasp here. And if you put color here, you can see we're right in the middle of the jet there. I've increased the wall filter so it now you're looking at just the high velocity jet that's anteriorly directed and kind of also across the valve from lateral to medial direction.
All right, I've now in the meantime I've got two wires inside, and in one wire I advanced a pigtail catheter. Now you're going to see pressures, and you can see the left atrial pressure coming up. Can you have the pressure line on, please? So that's the left atrial pressure, which is the mean is 27, with a very prominent V wave. That explains how he is symptomatic, why he's so symptomatic, and a very prominent V wave. Hold pressure now. So we've dilated the femoral vein. And now I'm going to advance so basically I have a pigtail catheter over one wire into the left atrium and the second stiff wire in the pulmonary vein through which I'll advance the guide catheter. And based on the anatomy that Gabriel showed, I think we should use XTW, right?
I agree, yeah.
We're advancing the guide catheter inside now. Advancing the guide. Go ahead. Go. Perfect.
Yep.
So we're
There you
advancing
can
the
see
guide
the
very
zebra
gently.
stripes. That's a dilator across. And it looks like the tip just of the guide just made
Popped
it
in.
across too. Yep.
So now the guy's in the left atrium, and now we're going to put the stand on. So we're going to get the dilator and French out. So we're ready to go. The guide's in pretty deep, right?
3 centimeters, yep.
Okay. Okay, so the dilator's coming out. Pull the wire back. Yeah. Aspirate a little more. So we've de-aired the sheath nicely. We're ready to go with the clip. So we have the clipped CDS, clip delivery system ready to go. Can you do short access for me?
Mm-hmm.
Because I need to see how the guide is looking like. So that's a little anteriorly directed.
And that's where he's at.
Okay,
Nice.
that's good.
Maybe two now.
And then I'm just going to start steering the clip towards the valve.
And there it is. And we'll go to X-plane and see.
Slower
And it's
drips down a
steered
little
in.
bit.
And I'm going to gently go RAO. You see the clip coming down? You see
You can
that?
see he's anterior there.
And then I'm just going to clock
That's why
it.
you don't see it. There you go. And now you're seeing it right on top.
That's wall hugger. And then I'm just going to, all I'm going to do is open the clip. So I'm orienting the clip nicely in the view, just to making it as perpendicular to the line of coaptation as possible. Okay, now let me see the grippers.
Go ahead. In the top right image, we're going to be focusing. And that was
So
the
that's
anterior.
anterior. So blue is anterior.
Blue is
Okay,
anterior.
dot is posterior.
Dot is posterior.
Perfect.
Okay, I like the orientation very much. You see that?
Yep.
And I want to take a little bit of M off, right?
And you're gonna want to move more laterally as well, right? Yes.
Let's go a little bit more middle.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I want to end up with no medial jet.
You're right.
So how about that? Or should I take a little bit more M off?
Just a little bit, tiny amount. There you go.
do you know, as you advance, do you see your orientation? You may want to clock it just a little bit there.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. Color off.
I'm going to close the clip.
Mhm.
This is the disadvantage of the system, that you don't see both the arms well.
Yeah. When you're in MPR, you did. So you see, you had a lateral dive there, Saibal,
Yeah,
huh?
I saw that.
Maybe let's correct it above the valve, huh?
Yeah, I just corrected about the valve.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Wow, that's a really weird position.
There you go. Okay, good. All right. He's free. He's above the valve.
Little P.
Okay, so let me close the clip. Want to see the orientation?
Yeah.
So I went a lot medial, right?
You're right on it.
All right, I'm going to close the clip now completely. And I'm going to slowly dive inside.
Let's watch that medial dive.
I'm going to straighten it out a little bit.
I like your location very much.
Looks good.
Okay, so we went down, but it again dived a little bit lateral.
There you go.
There you go. Good correction.
Good position now.
Yep.
Then I'll open the clip. Can you see the orientation better?
Yeah, I will show you. Yep, in a second.
I think this will be a good grasp here.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah. Because you'll further lateralize whatever is residual.
Okay, so this is
Yeah.
good.
I agree. Yep.
See but the three. All right, so I would like to close the clip here, right?
And both resting nicely.
Hold it like this. Like this. Hold it like that. Good. I'm just going to pull it up.
Tension.
Then I'm going to drop the grippers one by one. And I've got both.
Yep.
And
You can see them quite nicely in there, huh?
okay. So you like it?
Both grippers
we're gonna
bouncing
go-
nicely. You got all of it.
Let's just
Very
lock
good.
it early.
So I'm going to lock the clip. Can you explain this?
Yeah, so there is a Pisa there, huh?
On the medial side?
On the medial side, yep.
So we need to go more medial then. Because we want
Yes,
to lateralize the jet.
I understand. Yep. All right, very good.
Okay, so that's not good. We need to go more posterior, right?
Mm-hmm.
To me, it looks like you're still caught, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it might be caught on the posterior still.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to
Try.
recycle.
There it goes. Nice job.
I don't like one of the sides. You see, I'm just trying to bring it more lateral. And now it moved more lateral. So actually we've got it, but we should release it.
I mean, we want it to move medial, right? More
No,
towards the middle
I
of the
think
valve.
this time, if since it's a lateral side, hold it like this, please, for me. I don't mind taking this side.
And then
Yeah,
put
yeah.
one medial to
Yeah,
it.
yes.
Okay.
So that's also hold it like this, please.
I think you still having it's good to go for the prolapse there laterally, but I think the anterior is still interacting with the anterior
Yes,
clip
so
arm.
I agree with you. So let's try to take it out.
This actually looks pretty good.
So
This
can
is
we
actually
see-
where you wanted to be, kind of
yeah,
more in
this
the
is
middle.
actually very nice.
I agree.
Yeah.
3D end phase. Hold this, please.
Yeah, I assume it's going to be pretty good orientation here based on what we see there. Looks great.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
perfect.
this is really nice, right? Okay, so let's come out and get it more medial.
There's a cord there you can see.
No, now
Yeah,
I
there,
got something
yes.
nicer.
Yeah,
There you
you're
go.
free. Yeah,
Pretty lateral now.
Right.
but you're
Moved
not
a
in
little
that.
free.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. I'm just going to go a little bit more medial.
There you go.
I think I should take this.
Yeah, I think you got it there.
So I think this is kind of where our original grasp was.
Yes, this is a very good position. Okay. Let's take this. Correct?
Think you want to go slightly more medial?
No. I want to take the lateral part because now I'm going to lateralize it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Stay like this. Nice. So it's really got it.
Yeah, you got both. They're deep in
And so
there.
I'm going to drop it. And I've got the anterior and posterior
Good
in.
bounce. Good bounce.
Now you can see the V waves are very high. And I'm
Lock
going to
it.
start closing the clip. There's a lot of posterior in. See, this time I like it. You see that?
You see it's tighter.
And this time it's less redundant,
I agree. I think this is a better grasp.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, good
Yeah.
shot right
This
there.
is definitely a better grasp.
Yeah.
Elevation is good.
On the medial side, you have a little bit
Yes.
of prolapse, but
That's right. So let's do the color. So there's a tiny jet laterally,
you don't
and
need
there's
to
a bigger
address
jet medially. So we should take this, correct?
with the plan of putting another
Medial,
clip medial. Yeah,
right?
fair
That's
enough.
where that eccentric jet is.
And we're just looking at the pulmonary veins. There's a definite improvement of the pulmonary
100
vein flow,
Great,
which is a very good
improvement.
sign.
Yes, yeah.
And we're checking gradients. The gradient high looks a little bit high for me, but I still think we have to put one more clip. And I think if we reduce it with one more clip, the MR
Five.
5, wow.
Let's see
He
what it is.
started off.
Limit.
If I remember correctly, his gradient starting was 8.
Oh, that looks
Yeah.
beautiful.
That looks-
You can see that we've lateralized the flail. We just have a medial side. So you can measure the orifices to us. And if you think the adequate orifices are adequate,
Gradient's 5.
5.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
came down from 8, and I think it's okay
From
to put
6,
another
yeah.
clip. So this is what we discussed. That even though the gradient looks higher, the valve rate is 3.41, so we can actually put
Plus
a clip.
1.68.
So I
yeah.
like it. We lateralized it.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a good grasp, a good tissue. We've got a left atrial pressure reduction, and now we are going to deploy the clip. So Colleen, it's all yours. Yeah, because it's a valve is becoming a little smaller, and the prolapse is not large. We can just put an XT.
Yeah.
That's what we're planning. But in the meantime, Colleen is going to deploy the clip. So you do it, and so she's going to show it. 6, 7, 8. Gentle pull back. Very good. Pull these together, and then pull this handle back together. Good. Pull it back. Great. So the clip is deployed.
What's the reason for using that clip?
You see, the clip is quite wide. The jet is quite wide.
Yeah.
There's enough guide. So we're coming out. Yep.
Okay.
I mean, we can do an XT if you've.
No,
I just.
You have enough area, and now
yeah,
that
let's do an XTW.
and now that you released the tension in the system, it does look like a wider
Yeah.
jet,
I was
right?
just making sure. I
Yeah.
remember the anterior leaflet was really tacky. I just want to make sure we don't get caught. That's the only reason. But if you feel comfortable with the XTW, I got it.
Okay, let's get an XTW. Good. So we've got one clip down. We're going to put a second clip, and I think we'll be done once the clip is prepped. So
Yeah, 136. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's great. So the blood pressure is 136. Did we start lower or higher? So the mean gradient is 4 now. Yeah, that's a big prolapse segment there.
I agree with you. I think when you
Yeah.
had tension in the system, it didn't.
You can really appreciate it now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we should go right up and down in the middle there with
Yeah.
one XTW. So we are going quite well. Our speed is, I mean, we've actually done about the first clip, which is the most important to put it in. We've decided to use an XTW, and now we're going to advance the clip inside. Just hold it like that for me, please. And I'm teaching him, Christian. So as I'm advancing the clip out like this, see that's it. That crosses it. You see the double line that? That means it's straddled. And you can see in the vein over there, it's in the vein. So I start doing M. Excellent. Good.
Thank you.
So you can just go parallel to the other clip.
Mhm.
And that's what we like. And then
Little
we
posterior
clockwise it. And we're very close to each other. So you see that? So now we have to be slightly medial to the first clip. So we have to come back. Okay, so what we can do now at this spot, we can open the clip.
Oh, not bad.
Not
Pretty
bad. It's
close.
orientation.
Perfect.
Pretty orientation.
Wow.
So just going to come back.
Yeah.
We joke it seems to come out 90 degrees every time.
Yeah.
That looks great. That's
So
great.
we're orienting the clip by just transmitting the torque. To straighten it
No,
out.
do you see
More
it?
P actually?
More posterior. You see the coaptation points a little more posterior.
It's a thick
You
bridge.
think so? I don't think so.
Yes. You come up higher and you'll see it.
I did
Yes.
it.
You see that? It's you're casting a shadow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, you're squeaking by there. Look
Nice.
down, fluoro.
Beautiful.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay. And now we should just open the clip.
Mhm.
Now
This
show
is
me
above.
below the
Yes.
valve.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I like this.
Yep.
Okay. Good.
So back to
And
X-plane.
Explain that. So definitely don't want to go more.
I think this is the
wait.
spot.
Yeah,
This is the
looks
spot.
good.
Okay. And then let's drop dot first, and then posterior anterior.
Mhm.
I like it, and I'm going to start closing the clip.
Lock it early. Very parallel.
And the air pressure looks even better. Look at the air pressure. It's dropped even further. It's 17. So this is why we did both the clips. Look how beautiful this is. And you want to see a color?
So if you were causing stenosis, you'd see an increase in your LA
Exactly.
pressure, right?
So
Yes.
that's the advantage of recording the LA pressure. You can see, and look at that. We just have a small lateral jet, and the medial jet is gone.
Great.
So and the LA pressure is 17. We started with 27. So I think we're ready to go. So you want to try tighten it up. So you see the aorta is on the top, and if you stir the few, aorta in the top, the mitral valve in the middle, left side is atrial appendage, right side is septum.
And there's
That's
just the
lateral medial this thing.
Yeah. We
This
still
is
got
Just a small jet and the commercial jet
agreed.
there.
Yep.
still nice dual
But the
orifice,
big
right?
jet, yes,
Yeah.
yes, please. Yes, go ahead. Very good.
And you can see in
Excellent.
that short axis view in the bottom left, it's
Yes,
just
it looks
they're
beautiful.
both clips are
Okay.
very close to each other.
All right. And you want to, yes, go ahead. Good. So I think we're ready to deploy. Say
Should be deploying. Here.
7, 8, and gently pull that back. Very good. Pull that back, and now pull the handle back.
Perfect.
Actually, the handle's already back. Great.
Nice.
So you want to go live now and show us
Sure.
nothing crazy? You see, cine-wise, both the clips are stable. See that, how nice they are? And even fluoroscopically, I just put them very close to each other.
And that medial orifice is 3 centimeters still,
Yep.
and it's 1.5 still laterally.
So we're ready to get the guide out.
And we're left with trace to mild MR.
Okay. Gently aspirate. Gentle, less than that. One family veins and summary, aspirate. Good. So I want that final LA pressure, please. This is the final LA pressure after the guide's out as 15. So that's a 2 mm drop because of the shunt that causes it. And so you can pull the guide out now. And we're done over here. I'm going to take one more pressure of the right atrial pressure. The pulmonary veins are normalized. We have just 2 tiny jets. I'm very happy we used 2 XTWs.
Yeah, it was the right
Okay.
call for sure.
That's really good.
Okay, so let's call this out. Hold pressure here.
The final gradient, postponement.
Oh shoot.
I think it was 5, but
Five,
I'll double check now that it's deployed.
Okay.
Baseline was 5.2.
6.
So we're you can